Hi Soapies, Sherry here from a Misty Dimness AMD soap, and I am unmolding the 1,000 Wishes soap cupcakes. So I had a little bit of extra frosting, and a little bit of base cupcakes. So I did pour them into some mini cupcake molds, and over here I have some extras that I'll kind of fill in as I go along. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a couple batches of cupcakes, so I'll kind of frost those as I go. So this is the unmolded mini. I had an extra star embed, so I went ahead and popped that on top. It's a little big for a mini cupcake, but you can see I probably should have used more mica colorant. It's a little gray looking instead of being purple, but I think it'll be okay for the kind of night sky look that I was going for anyway. So I have a little bit of cleanup to do on these edges here, but here's another mini guy. And now for the big test, the big ones. And the more they set, the more I realized how terrible of a job I did frosting these. Some of them just look pretty squatty and funny, but this fragrance oil from Micah's and More, it acted really weird. I know Steph tests all of her fragrance oils before she puts them into the store, so I don't know if it's just the combination of my recipe and soaping at different temperatures than she does that caused this fragrance oil to behave so weirdly, but it accelerated on me, and then it riced, which I really didn't show in the making video. A little bit of cleanup to do there. So it accelerated, it riced, and then once I got the ricing out of it, it decelerated. So my soap frosting that should have set up did not. These were even pretty soft, and there you can see kind of some sloppy frosting work, but they're still super cute and super sparkly. But they smell fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these guys all out of the mold, and then I'll bring my cutter over and I'll show you quick how I cut mine in half. So I totally forgot I was going to move the camera setup over to this side so you could see it a little better. But this is my multi-bar cutter, and 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 10 strings on my cutter. I have room for 11, but I took that 11th off because I never need it to cut my regular loaf size. So it works really handy for cutting soap cupcakes. So what I do is I take just a sheet of a Mylar cutting board and I cut it down to a smaller size. And I realize you're not going to be able to see this, but basically what I do is I use the piece of Mylar as a guide so that this next string here isn't going to cut part of my cupcake. So we'll kind of slide that over, and my star embed is not in my line for my cutter. That's one reason why I like using this rather than my cheese cutter, is because I can see really good where every line is going to be. Ouch! Just stabbed myself with it. And then I can just bring that down and cut it in half. And then you can see I have a little bit of a hole in this one where the frosting didn't quite fill it all the way, but it's mostly full, which is what I go for when I frost my cupcakes. This batter was really loose when I frosted with it, so that could be part of why it's not all nice and tight, because it kind of slid away from itself as it went, as it was working on setting up. So we'll do this one quickly. And then when I package these, push that over. Then when I package these, I package them with a rubber band. And, oops, that one's not quite so even. I could have moved it back over that way a little bit more. So there's a nice one. And I really like that, the way the tricolor turned out with the purple and the blue and the pink. It gives it a really cool look to the frosting. Anyways, packaging. So what I do is I just put a rubber band around these and then tie a ribbon to kind of hide that rubber band, so that way they stay in cupcake shape in the packaging. And then I'll pop these into a little cello bag, probably tie with a ribbon, and I just do a punch card thing for the ingredient and my seller information on it. And I don't have any examples of that to show you right now. I'll probably do another video when I go to package these guys so you guys can see that, how they come. And yeah, so these guys will be out in July. I know that seems like a long ways away, but when you make soap, things have to sit and get hard and air evaporate out. So that way they're a nice long-lasting soap. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay soapy.